The girl. I know her. Is this some...
You're mistaken. We've never met.
Whatever illusions you've spun, you won't break my resolve. Not even with such a cruel trick. My lady charged me to stop you, and I will not fail! Suffer, reprobate!
Thank you.
Your legion will fall!
won't wake for some time. We should look for Odo's friend, Lazar.
Thank you. I heard the commotion upstairs. That woman! She's not dead?
You're Lazar Basili, the boyar of the town?
Boyar is an old and stuffy title. Lazar is fine, especially among friends.
You're the only prisoner. Rajani didn't lock anyone else down here?
With Laskanzi walking the streets? No need. My people fear the witchmen. They're the villains of every bedtime story. And most of those stories are true.
Rajani is beaten, but she isn't dead.
Well, we shall soon remedy that. How dare she march an army into Raven's Rill and murder good sons of the Legion? I'll see her hang!
We should get back upstairs.
Quite right. Before Rajani wakes.
The town is ours. They're fleeing into the woods in total disarray.
What about Rajani? You saw how she fights. She calls fire at will, and her eyes, they're like mine.
Who are you, girl? You look like someone I knew. You speak with her voice. But that woman is dead and gone.
Anjali is one of us, a child of the Legion, like me.
My friend speaks the truth, Rajani. Whoever you think I am, you're wrong.
Or perhaps you're a false prophet meant to lead me astray. If you fight for the Legion, you're an enemy. Nothing more.
The Legion's done nothing to you.
My lady has told me of the Legion's crimes. She defeated you once, and she'll defeat you again.
Jane Cassinda, the old enemy. 30 years on and she's still hunting the Legion.
And why should she not? You're traitors, kingslayers, murderers.
Kingslayers? Murderers? What does she mean?
Lies. Stories that the old king was murdered by the Legion. That's how Jane Cassinda turned the people against us. She claimed that the Legion betrayed its oath, tried to seize power for itself.
They're not lies. My lady spoke the truth. But
How can we be a threat to you? We don't even know who you are.
She's an Archon! I know it sounds mad, but look at her. Just like the stories, only she's real.
What do these stories say about Archons?
They were divine messengers, heralds of the old creator gods. You see their pictures in books. Statues of them are supposed to bring luck.
We have to decide what to do with her. Suggestions?
She attacked a defenseless town, murdered your friends at the estate. Why are we discussing this? Kill her and let justice be done.
Wait. Listen to her words. She's misguided, confused. She fears us. Killing her wouldn't be justice. She's yielded. What if we set her free? Show Jane Cassinda that the Legion still has honor.
Put her in a cell. She'll live, but she won't threaten us anymore.
No. You saw what she can do. When she recovers, she'll blast her way out.
Indeed. She's done enough damage to this town already. I won't confine her here.
Rajani, you're free to go. We're not your enemies, and we never were.
You're mad. Now my lady will know your strength. Next time she'll send more of us against you. But if that's what you want, then I'll go.
I agree with the armored wench. You are mad, both of you, stark and raving.
No. We planted a seed. Now we wait and see how it grows. Come. We should return to the chapter house and decide our next move. Unless you still have business here.
I'm ready. Our business here is done.
Against the might of the 10th Legion, even the Archon Rajani could not stand. Jane Cassinder's lieutenant was vanquished, her mercenaries' hold on the Rukenval broken. In times past, the Legion's judgment was merciful and fair, and you chose to spare her life. Who can say how an unexpected mercy might change an enemy's heart? As the folk of the Rill set about rebuilding, we prepared for our next move. Our old enemy was stronger than she had ever been, and she still plotted our demise. The Rukenval chapter house would not be our sanctuary, but a staging ground for what was to come. Martin tells me that Jane Cassinder was behind this. She acted fast. That means she's afraid.
Rajani was full of lies about the Legion. We set her free as a sign of goodwill. If we can make Jane see that she's wrong.
You're an idealist, Martin. Don't assume our enemies have honor. Least of all, Jane Cassinder.
Our numbers are too few. Can we find more men and women of Legion blood?
Might be a few left. Not enough to build an army. But if we spread the word that the Legion has returned, we can rally Jane's enemies against her. We should start by reclaiming the Grand Chapter House, the old Legion headquarters in Stonebridge.
So the Stonebridge chapter house is different than the others?
It's bigger, grander. They built it during our Golden Age after the heroes destroyed the Sec. We claim that chapter house, hang our banners out front, people will hear that the Legion's returned.
Are you sure the chapter house wasn't destroyed?
By the people of Stonebridge? No, they never would. It's their mark of shame. Reminds them how they betrayed the Legion, and they don't dare forget.
Have you heard any news from Stonebridge?
If I had to guess, more smokestacks, more spinning machines, more metal men clanking through the streets.
How do we get to Stonebridge then?
Stonebridge lies to the south and west, on the far side of the swamp. Lazar's people have repaired the bridge, so the road should be open again.
Martin and I will stay here for now. Help the locals rebuild.
We owe them. They've endured a great deal for our sake.
We have a causeway gate here. Surely there must be another in Stonebridge.
There is, but it's shut. Montbaron ordered most of them closed to stop Jane Cassinder from using them against us. A causeway gate can only be opened from the outside, and only by a privileged few.
Why send me? We could all go together.
The Radiant Youth chose you for a reason. You're meant to lead us, not Martin, not me.
All right, I'll head south for Stonebridge.
Jane Cassinder controls most of the land between here and Stonebridge. Her soldiers wear the raiment of the Azranite Church. Avoid them if you can.
Once you're inside the chapter house, look for the causeway gate. Open it, and you can bring the rest of us through.
You're the vanguard of the Legion. All our hopes go with you. Did you want to buy something? I don't have much, but it's all... for sale.
Off to Stonebridge, I hear? Before you depart, I have something I would discuss with you, if you're willing. The Lascanzi occupation depleted the town's stores. If we cannot replenish them soon, Raven's Rill may not survive the winter. I know the Legion has done a great deal for us already.
I take it you have a plan?
Raven's Rill sees few travelers these days, but I believe the Hero's Crypt could draw pilgrims from across Ebb, as it once did. With pilgrims would come merchants, and the town could fill its larders before the winter.
Tell me about this Hero's Crypt.
The Hero's Crypt is where the heroes of the Sect Resurgence were interred. It was considered a holy site, and pilgrims flocked to it. After the crypt was sealed, the pilgrims stopped coming. I believe that if we open it again, we can bring prosperity back to Raven's Rill.
Why would the holy site be sealed in the first place?
I'm not entirely sure. It happened just before the fall of the Legion.
Why do you need the Legion's help?
The doors of the monument are sealed by Legion magic. They are impervious to any form of counter-magic or physical destruction. They can only be opened by the signet rings of the Legion families who commissioned its construction, the Montbarons and the Gundricks. I understand you found both signet rings already. The crypt should open for you now.
I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Look for the two large statues outside the monument. I'll fetch Grigori. We'll need a scribe to document this historic event.
Oh, forgive me. You startled me a bit. I'm afraid I was wrapped up in my studies of this magnificent edifice.
Tell me about yourself. What brings you out here?
I'm a scholar with the Stonebridge Society of Antiquaries. My particular specialization is early Goblin Renaissance architecture. This structure is a truly remarkable example. Note the intricate cornice work and the marvelously subtle geometries of the roof.
Can you tell me anything about this building?
Why, this is the Hero's Crypt. Inside lie the champions who defeated the Sec 150 years ago. I've been studying its history for years. Sadly, I've never been able to do more than observe the exterior.
Tell me about the crypt's history.
The tomb was originally constructed for the First Lady Montbaron, remembered in popular folklore as the Farmer.
Yes, it seems my family has been saving the world for many generations. You're welcome.
A Montbaron, are you? Now that you mention it, I see the resemblance. You have the Farmer's graceful bone structure. Not that I mean to, you're a lovely young woman, but I'm not trying to make, advances. Just a scholarly observation. Anyway. As more of the heroes who defeated the Sect passed on, they were interred here as well. The crypt became a site of pilgrimage for many. Visitors have reported all sorts of miracles. Good fortune, sicknesses healed, that sort of thing.
Why can't you get inside?
Ever since Jane Cassinda destroyed the Legion, the tomb has been sealed tight. I think it could still be open, but I have no idea how. Perhaps the old Legion knew. Some of them, anyway.
I found a way into the crypt. I'm going to open the doors.
You did? You have? That's unbelievable! How did you do it? Where did you find it? Oh, never mind. That's not important right now. Could I go in with you? I've studied the exterior for so long. I'd like to get a look at some of the artifacts inside.
You can come along, but be careful. Stay close to me.
Wonderful! Let's get the doors open, then. Oh my. That was quite something. On second thought, perhaps you could go into the crypt yourself and return with some relics for me.
I'm sorry. I don't have time to treasure hunt for you.
I see. Well, I suppose that's fair, though I do hope you'll speak to me again if you change your mind. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must bring the good news to Lazar.
I hear something new in my halls. The sound of breath. The quiet footfalls of frightened flesh.
That voice. It's coming from somewhere below us.